Opa, fala aí, boa noite. Vamos aqui mais uma live de Genshin Impact. Hoje começando mais cedo. Vamos que vamos terminar missões. Terminar não, né? Continuar. Vamos que vamos. Fui. Bora mais um gold. Eu já vou abrir a live com o jogo aberto, fica melhor. Ué. Primeiro round sempre ele erra. Bom, se eu não me lembro, a gente tem que ir lá no Palácio de Jade, né? Câmara de Jade. Isso aí, já pegamos o brinquedo aqui. Que mãozinha, né? Tá pegando o brinquedo aqui. Então bora. Esse monstro aqui é do que? A de gel. Opa, e as missões diárias. Nossa, uma em cada canto. Então vamos lá pra riba. Cara, que é isso aqui, gente? Tá, vamos eliminar esses bichos. Vou começar a fazer essas missões diárias, sabe? Eu tô quase nível de aventura 30. Hoje eu botei até um ventilador pra mim, que está muito quente. Puta merda. Para lá. A gente aprende. Não me bate.
Disappear!
Olha,
I'll protect us.
Windblade!
Mission accomplished. Bom. Ah, eu não peguei esse teleporte. Mas eu vou lá pegar agora. Não tem problema. Vou lá pegar agora. Ah, eu nunca marco, não. Meu Deus. Ah, é. E eu tenho... E aí, Zhongli? Vou ganhar Zhongli, né? Se vier, quem pode vir? Pô, se vir ele era bom. Então, 10 vezes. Então, vou gastar merreca. Tem um herói, tem um herói, tem um herói. Veio, eu não tenho. Ah, garoto. Mais um elétrico. Porra, e sim. Poxa. Ih, ele é espadão? Beidou. A capitã. Não, ataque normal, invocação da maré. É mesmo, ela tinha que ser de água se ela é capitã. Diminuir os filmes também não andarem em todos os... Ah, que legal! Que legal! Que legal!
when this with yeah. Let's get Xiangling to whip us up something. Our time. We're setting not at a loss. Before my if you I like food with robust flavors. Back up. Back up. Her power that I. Nice. I'm starting to the Met crew. Come. I trust you.
Ela é Electro. Vamos começar aqui. Você já vai ganhar esse. Já. Bônus de cura? Pera aí, isso aqui é bom no outro. Vida e defesa. Defesa vai ficar você. Tem um monte aqui. Esse é o que? Anemo? Não. Cadê o 5.2, 6.2? Eita, vou trocar. Interessante esse aqui, hein? Que ataque, ataque. Olha! Bônus de dano elétrico. Achei. Achei. Muito bem. Esse aqui. Vou pegar. Por isso que eu vou botar esse aqui. Ele tem dois conjuntos. Peraí. Acabei de pegar ela. Arma. Espadão. Caramba. Espadão. Ah, essa aqui não dá eletro? Ganhou um espadão. Ah, vou comprar que eu preciso muito disso. Eu vou gastar tudo. Não, 80 é o máximo que eu posso comprar. Tem outro negócio que eu preciso comprar. Aqui, ó. Agora acabou. Agora acabou. Posso comprar mais. Ah, posso comprar daqui. Mas daqui eu vou comprar um gás. Eu vou comprar 2 facas dessas. Só de sacanagem. Gastei tudo. Gastei tudo. Fortalecer sua espada? Não. Poderia fortalecer. 50, 50, 50. Tira dela. Não. Aí. Feio. Também não. Tem que trocar isso aqui. Também. Não, ele não. Ela? É. Eu não vou aumentar ela, não. Mas ela. Também. Eu não vou aumentar ela, não. Vou aumentar a espada dela, que a espada dela é mais pica. Vou aumentar essa espada. Ah, isso eu não quero, não. Isso é interessante. Isso é, por que eu não tô usando? Ué. Não. Beidou.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Opa, ela?
Ma.
Não. Acho que era uma árvore. Ah, você eu posso. Não quero. Essa aqui é um saco. Bom, eu tenho 3 piro, 2 eletro, 2 crio, 1 gel. Só gel, anemo e a água eu tenho isso. Ué. Ah, é, Isso aqui é bônus genético. Levou. Isso aqui eu upei à toa, não precisava nem ter upado. Pô, lá em cima, agora eu tô vendo teleporte. Não, não, eu já volto. Olha lá, 3K na metade. Toma ali. Adoro.
Windblade! With the wind! Windblade!
Wheel of life. Let the show begin.
Tadinho disso aí. Eu tenho que upar ela. Nojinho de feio. Xiangli. Lian Fei, Xiangli. Xiangling. Isso. E Beidou. Isso aí. Alterar.
I can't wait any longer!
Place. Esse aqui não, vai nesse aqui. Tá onde? Ah, tá no porto. Porra. Só falta aqueles dois? Só falta aqueles dois. Onde eu tô? Ah, eu já tô aqui. Você nem medindo aí, 190. Não é que não. Meu amigo, tem bicho chato. Então tem muito grupo por aqui. Ah, tá ali, já sei, já sei.
Well, demonstrates that 1/100th of the speed. Pay attention this time.
Isso, fica aí. Capacete.
Orders given. Orders oh.
Ah, bicho, por que você não tá correndo?
I'll protect us. Go. way faster.
Olha lá. Agora eu vou lá no porto. E aí? Vou botar 600. Você vai melhor.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Então, qual que eu vou, hein? Amarelo, azul ou branco e vermelho? Amarelo, azul ou branco e vermelho? E agora? Qual que eu vou? Amarelo, azul ou branco e vermelho? Também é a moeda, mas aí são 3, né? Que merda. Amarelo, azul ou branco? Donité, salame minguê, sorvete colorido foi você. Vou no azul. Acertei. Sorte de iniciante. Sorte de iniciante. Completa aqui.
What should I try this time?
Olha o mapa. Não. Lá de cima. não, deixa eu fazer o 10º então. Botei o bom. Ah, já tá. Que bom. Já fica. Ah, vou fazer uma pose. Deixa eu ver outra coisa que usa carne aqui. Você usa carne. Puf, mais uma carne, vou guardar. Esse aqui é melhor que esse aqui. Esse aqui eu já fiz as 10.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Add Astra.
Não, só
Thank you for Add Astra.
Ah, falta uma hora. Tá, tem aqui lá em cima, eu já sei. Ah, tem que falar que eu tô aqui. Missão lendária? Daqui, né? Não, não é daqui. Ah, eu conquistei a missão. Não, é Aventura 32. Aqui, 20. 2 do zumbi. Ah, esses são. Não são os sete. Vamos lá na coluna de Jade. Vou daqui, não quero de lá não. Pera aí. Tá, mas como é que eu vou lá? Ah, era no... Acho que era aqui. Era aqui.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father.
Hey, look!
Uma peça. daqui a pouco. Depois eu vou aí. Tá muito massa.
神女劈冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。世道未必言不实，自有知音多情存。功名烈烈见了心，只知无愁心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
Muito bom.
What did you think? Personally, I thought I
Muito
said
bom.
it was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation the play has an ending, but life goes on.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who... Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to...
Nossa.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Calm down. Muito bem. Vamos falar comigo agora.
A great many things are still unaccounted for. The new Jade Chamber is missing many of the contents held by its predecessor. All the literature, furniture, and ornaments I had collected followed the original Jade Chamber to its wall. Most of it was destroyed in the process, and the small handful of items that survived intact are strewn across. It takes someone with sturdy sea legs to handle this job. But even then, I just can't tell whether Beto will be able to fish out everything herself.
Wait, so you made Beto go and fish your stuff out of—
To claim that I made her do anything would be imprecise. We reached a mutually beneficial agreement. Payment is one aspect of it. But anyway, Beto is currently in the Guyan Stone Forest area. If you're interested, go pay her a visit. You may be just...
Cara, eu tenho que completar essas missões em uma semana. Não tem missões gravando.
Who would have guessed that rebuilding the Jade Chamber would draw out such a massive monster? Oh, for a second there, Paimon really thought the Jade Chamber was gonna be ruined again. Oh, but it's all over now. Who knows if the Lantern Rite can still go on after an incident like that, though. Let's ask Lady Ningguang how things are shaping up for the festival.
Send this report to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have them delegate each of the tasks. Also, be sure to tell them that though the Lantern Rite may be complicated...
Hello, Lady Ningguang. It's us again.
Acabei de falar com você lá em cima. Por que não falou comigo?
No, of course not. And given the looks of you two, I presume that you're...
That's right. So what's on the agenda for the festival this year?
As always, there will be a variety of activities taking place. Oh, but there is... Releasing Mingxiao lanterns has always been at the heart of the Lantern Rite. But with all that has occurred in Liyue as of late, I think the people of the city need something to... So, I believe that this year calls for a celebration of... We are currently in the process of placing fireworks at various locations all throughout Liyue. We shall choose a timely moment during the festival to set off all the fireworks in unison, allowing the sparkling lights and excitement to resonate with the hearts.
Fireworks? But we've already seen fireworks in other places before. Is there something...
Fireworks were originally developed alongside many other inventions here. When our ancestors first created fireworks, they were originally known as firecrackers. Their bright flashes and loud sounds were often used for warding. In those days, it was difficult for people to contact one another while out farming the land, so they would carry firecrackers. But people's lifestyles began to change after Liyue Harbor was founded. They no longer had to travel out of town to tend the fields anymore. But through our local customs, the pioneering spirit of the firecrackers has been passed. We made improvements to firecrackers and began setting them off during the Lantern Rite to commemorate the tenacious spirit of our ancestors.
Wow. everything has so much.
As I'm sure you already know, everything on this land accumulates history and value as time passes. I've left Kuching in charge of the fireworks show. If you're interested.
Senta aí e fica quieta.
We need to add a few more locations for launching fireworks. The show has to be visible all across Liyue, not just in the city. They celebrate Lantern Rite in Qingce Village too, you know.
But, Lady Kuching...
The budget is exactly what it's meant to be. It's the necessary amount of funds to properly carry out it. If you think the current budget will not suffice, then we'll simply have to apply for more funding from the... Our aim is to organize a memorable Lantern Rite. The budget is there just to facilitate...
Yes, Lady Kuching. I understand.
Good. And please remember, safety first.
Isso aí, safety first.
Oh, it's... Are you here for the Lantern Rite? Your timing couldn't be any better. The preparation... I'm reviewing the positioning of the fireworks.
Forgive my directness, but if I'm not mistaken, you could just as easily leave these tasks to your
No, it's fine. Really, Pungi, please redraft our plans, make a summary report, and send it to the I'm going into town to check the progress of the fireworks setup. I'll return short. As for you, Traveler, you're our esteemed guest. Please, take the opportunity to stay in Liyue Harbor and enjoy the... Pungi.
Yes, Lady Kuching. Don't...
Good. Ningguang, Traveler, goodbye for now.
Traveler.
Please, excuse me, Lady Ningguang. And, Lady Kuching told me a great deal of information, and I have to write up the plans from scratch again. Oh, one moment. Here, Traveler. This is a launch tube. Lady Kuching said you may be interested, so she had me keep one to give to you. Someone with good handicraft skills should be able to use this to design their very own fireworks. You should try.
Aprender a fazer mais uma coisa.
Whew. Paimon couldn't get a single word in. Well, more like Paimon didn't dare open her mouth. Did you notice it too? Lady Kuch, and she seems a whole lot busier too.
Ever since the Adepti left Liyue Harbor in the hands of mortals, we Qixing have taken up the responsibility of leading the people. We have taken charge of many vital tasks in various sectors, and we are responsible. That said, being in charge of everything inevitably takes... Jiangzhou was responsible for planning the Lantern Rite in former years, but her father is getting quite old now, so she transferred to another department this year. In the end, the Lantern Rite planning was left to Kuching and myself. I am the head organizer, while Kuching is responsible for the highly anticipated... Such an important event should be entrusted to the most qualified candidate. Kuching is disciplined, yet passionate about her work, so she's naturally the best fit for the job.
She's definitely disciplined. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. She is strict with both herself and others, to the point that she can even become overly involved at times. She's worked... I'm concerned about the effects it may have in the long run. Finding balance is an essential concept in Liyue culture.
Trabalhar excessivamente é pior que não trabalhar. Isso é tudo, né?
I've tried talking to her, but you know how she is. She uses her wit to talk circles around anyone. Traveler, you are quite close to Kuching. Why don't you try talking to her? Maybe she'd listen. Thank you, Traveler. I am glad you were able to help. I still have other business to attend to at the Jade Chamber.
Tá bom.
Are you sure you can really persuade Kut? Besides, before you can persuade someone, you have to at least Kuching has been working non-stop without a break. Duh! Come on, everyone knows that. Think harder. Or maybe... Huh? Zhang Li? Oh, there's no arguing. Paimon thinks he's still a consultant at the Wang.
O que você faz? Não sei. Ó. Colocar. Sim, você poderia escolher. Quando terminar de lançar, então. Entendi. E acho que vai passar demais, não? Ah, passou demais. que eu fiz merda?
Is this an answer from this world?
Hello. How may I help you? Ah, yes. Well,
Out with the director?
The director said that they were going for a walk. If you'd prefer, you could go look for them at third round. I've heard the director often goes there to do,
Detalhes do evento. Xing Ling. Xing Ling.
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I am so full. Not another bite. Hats off to you, Xiangling. Serving the grilled fish with a dipping sauce is
That's my signature dipping sauce.
Tempered Jueyun chili powder mixed with garlic paste and chopped scallions. Then seasoned with salt, vinegar, and soy sauce. Before finally This recipe may seem a bit crude, but is entirely hinged on the precise balancing of flavors and seasonings by the chef. Everything must be... It is the consummate mastery of this balance.
Oh, that's quite the compliment, don't you think?
I'm flattered. Thank you, Mr. Zhongli.
And I thought I have a way with words. But you certainly take the prize, Mr. Zhongli.
You are too kind, Director. Your eloquence is... infamous in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, what's that? Oh, would you like to order something, Guoba? Oh, please, by all means.
Hey, are you guys talking about tasty food again?
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon. What brings you to this side of town? Hold on, let me take a wild guess. Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, yeah, come on. Can't you take a...
You came at the perfect time. I was just letting everyone try The owner of Third Round Knockout says it's... well, a real knockout. Mr. Zhao, how about it, you two? Would you... Don't have to ask Paimon twice. Huh? You mean we're not gonna try any? Aww.
We meet again, Traveler. I trust your journey is going well? Splendid. Therein lies the value of a journey.
So come on. Why are you looking for our good consult? And just in case you were wondering, we're on business too. We only tried Xiangling's dish since...
Business? What kind of business would the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor possibly have during a
Even during the most joyous of holidays, life still follows its natural course, does it not? Is that really so surprising? But there isn't a need to be alarmed. It's just a nice day today. Oh, you could go ahead and chat away. Xiangling and I will go have some tea with the boss over there. Oh, Zhongli, please come get me when you're through here.
Of course. I'll see you later, Director. Now then, Traveler. What bring...
Explica tudo pra Xiangling.
Yes. The Yuheng is honest, intelligent, and most diligent. She is capable of shouldering responsibilities that few others could.
Yeah! Everyone knows you're super knowledgeable. Paimon bet she would
If I were still the mighty Rex Lapis, I might be able to help her see reason. But alas, I'm now nobody but an ordinary consultant. Besides, I am by no means close to the Yuheng. Taking the liberty...
Oh, you're right.
We could take a more subtle, such as telling a story that resonates with her. Containing your... Such a story can be achieved by referencing topics from her daily life.
Paimon doesn't really get...
I knew you'd understand what to do. Go collect some source materials for your story. Of course, I can always provide you once we have formulated the plot. You are on amiable terms with the Yuheng, which makes you the natural candidate.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So we need to talk with people who know Kuching.
Greetings, everyone. I hope I'm not intruding.
Huh? Oh! Lady Kuching!
Mr. Zhongli, I didn't expect to see you here. Thank you for all your assistance during the rite of parting.
You are most welcome, Yuheng. It was the least I could do.
Why? And what's with your... Oh, I see. My apologies. I appear to have interrupted...
Kuching, Are you here looking for us?
Yes, I was going to ask you to introduce me to the Adepti. I thought that it would be fitting.
But didn't you meet them when we were fighting to defend Liyue Harbor together? You could just as easily go and find them in Juyun Karst.
Yes, but we only met briefly on that single occasion. The Adepti may have already forgotten about me, which is why I thought it would be more appropriate to ask you to introduce me first.
Acho que é melhor apresentar com ela, certo? Porque aí eu já vou ter mais intimidade para dizer para ela. E se eu falar, melhor. Gostei.
So you even have to run around delivering gifts in person?
Thank you, Traveler. I'm sorry to make you run errands with me during our big festival. I promise to make this quick, and I'll be sure to get you back in time to enjoy the fireworks show. Huh? All right. I'll go to see the fireworks. Speaking of which, Mr. Zhongli, the fireworks show will be particular.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
I should be going now. Traveler, please come find me at the Jade Chamber.
Tá bom.
And there she goes.
And she goes.
That's the Yuheng. Efficient and reliable as ever.
You're really reliable too, Zhongli.
Why, thank you, please. Don't forget our earlier conversation. Once you've collected enough story material.
Só concluir. Ué, por que você me botou pra cá? Quero fazer isso. Aqui também. 18. Conquista. Ó, tô quase passando, hein? Falta pouco, hein? Demora pra completar mais uma vez. Tá. De 8 ao meio-dia. Agora eu entendi. Vamos ver o outro. Vamos ver se aqui tá pertinho, ó. Não dorme não. Aí.
Gather round. If you're passing by, don't pass this up.
Shadow Lantern?
You two look like you're out to have some fun. Care to check out the Shadow Lantern? It's very simple. All you have to do is rotate the objects inside the Shadow Lantern. Intrigued? You should try it out for yourself. It's set up right here. Please, I hope the Shadow Lantern shows you.
Sounds pretty cool. Let's give it a whirl.
Tá, onde é?
Try the Shadow Lantern.
Aqui tá pertinho.
Took some salvaging work from the species.
Hello, Mr. Crossell. How's
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yan.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been...
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jade. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Jia.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Jia. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, in return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Jia in the event...
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false? Yes, these terms...
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need to ensure...
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when...
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off.
Every day.
Bye.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me.
How do you do, Miss Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins. I can't lend them to you right now. I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my... I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice. My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, well, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins...
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of déjà vu?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Miss Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Jiqiao somehow. True. Though sure...
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the... Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices, and given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jiqiao looks like she's about...
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was...
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite...
Please. Please, Don't trouble yourself. However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word, and now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go in and...
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins...
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were... My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I'm...
Smooth to the touch. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How... You lost them? Are you serious?
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our
Mora? Do you have any idea? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the...
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back...
All right, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better...
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit.
My friend, what can I get you?
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you...
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not...
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already...
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands. I don't know if Granny told you this, but smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated... If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. And most certainly, Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose...
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. And then he'd throw the smaragdus jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow... Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way.
Well then, since...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned with the...
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be...
I understand. Then I will be...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and...
This contract has so many pages!
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage, I won't stand for it. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau. If Mr. Crossell had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been a...
Why, hello there, honored customer. Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged?
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnayan merchant named Crossell enlisted your ore processing services recently?
A Snezhnayan merchant named... I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that that was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But he was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought.
Do you have any leftover debris?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose...
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
What should I try this time?
Try your luck betting on jade?
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patternings, yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entire...
Is that so? Well, we might as... So, did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these, and these two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to and, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, Shirto. Why would...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take...
Miss Yenfei?
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But my...
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the,
Yes, I see.
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with...
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare...
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find some... If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Singxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, but the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put that? As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the...
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say—
Yes, well, that's no obstacle, because I've memorized all the legal codices. You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know? Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like read—
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened?
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with the jewels?
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is—
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called—
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put— Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could you let me borrow—
Sure. It isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's—
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something—
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirmed once we have this final piece of evidence in our—
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th comment. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring— It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll— Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attest—
That is indeed the case. If you would be so—
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only— But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related—
you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us—
You're too kind. Take care now.
That Baizhu guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Ele tá do outro lado pra correr. Será?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to...
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a...
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely...
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is...
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery. Clearly, you still have a few things to learn about this aspect of legal proceeding. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus. In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here.
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all.
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either.
You know, you could be right.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one fine... Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve...
What's the...
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus...
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within... However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you... Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented... I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear, Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of
Huh? No, The hairpins...
aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were... You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Sir Chow 10 times the original price... Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client...
He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a...
I admit it. I confess. But I'm a victim in all of this, too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that but after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpin.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see if word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction.
10 times.
Kroso looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that...
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them.
Ms. Chow.
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But I... don't...
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr.
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have if we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some
let me think for a moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over. Even though the solution...
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was an Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal power?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet
Veio no teleporte de graça. É. Perdi. Tá gastando bem menos.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Good, good.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now.
Oh, you. All right, then.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law...
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean...
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Indeed she is. Liyue Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the... Liyue is not the same... All right, then. Let us...
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
It is but a single tea...
There we go. This, hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh, good. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your...
Wait a minute, Granny!
Oh, you needn't worry about that.
I wish the Wangsheng funeral parlor would give it a rest.
Qual dos três? Esse ou esse? E agora? Uma ilha, um pico, uma moradia flutuante. Não sei se eu posso mudar depois. Acho que eu vou na moradia flutuante.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big hat, huh? But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway! Still, why is it so... Oh, wait a second.
Well, it seems that
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. Hang on a moment.
Vou escolher um nome?
Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me
So you're the little helper.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, you may leave all matters regarding the upkeep. Your journey may be far from over. But at least this way, you will not want... Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to it. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard them. You may consider me a butler. Now, allow me to have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, as long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion...
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave it...
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary... Then simply release the thought from your mind and the
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city!
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained... He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, this world is not a true one after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adept... Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around if there's anything you would like...
Usar invocar ele, depois interagir. Vocês, você pode abrir depois no teleporte para interpretar esse dia. Oh, interessante. Ele vai ter todos os tipos, tá? Pode criar vários tipos de itens na tela de criação. Possibilidades em todo mundo. Operações, difícil colocar para o caminho. Olha. só vai ficar aqui, filho. Tá bom. Ah, é, velho, não vai. Cá. Ah, tá, né? Até então. Até então. Não. Aqui pra cá. Tá bom. Não, não dá pra botar ali. Aqui tá escrito, eu nem vi. Muito zerro. Ah, só posso botar um companheiro? Então... Vai tirar? Tá, tira. Não. Ah, na mãozinha aqui, ó. Mas deu mais coisa. Pô, mais um, cara. Não. Sempre esqueço. Aprendi. Ah, porcaria, custei pra entender isso. dessa forma. Dessa forma. Aqui, ó. Não, mas eu queria fazer. Ah, é, tá vendo? Tem que juntar mais. Isso aqui, ó. Ferro branco.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've material... Que maneiro. Barracas de fruta. Dois amarelos, dois vermelhos. Tá mais cedo. Ih. Ah, tá bom. Pô, André, 14 horas.
Não vou comprar isso não. Viu? Passou no lugar.
If you ever have... Maybe you're... If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
de fruta. Ah, dá pra mexer depois. Ah, viu? Aí sim. É, peguei semente.
Maybe you're not. If you ever had.
not used. If you ever have any...
Como é que ele tá lá? Como é que eu saio? Aqui não é. Aqui não é.
Maybe you're... When breaking, I'll teach you more about this. Maybe you're not... If you ever have any... Entrar interagindo do... Ah, tá. Entendi. Vou entrar desse modo. Aqui, aqui. Aí, ó. Ah, ele sai. E aí ele sai. Tem que prender ele, Zé Mané. Porra. Meu bullying. Caramba, tem um monte de missão. Olha! O que é isso aqui?
you've arrived. I've made all the necessary preparations. Oh, that reminds me. I've also prepared some launch good.
The festive season is upon.
I get it, Granny, but you know, having lots of clients is a good thing.
I'm sure it is, but
You'd be surprised.
Madam Ping! Happy Lantern Rite!
It's a pleasure to see you again, Madam Ping.
oh dear, well, look.
Hello, traveler. Long time no. Oh, and Lady Kuching is here too.
The Qixing have prepared some small gifts for you to celebrate this festive occasion. There are some seasonal goods, 2 bolts of fine silk, and some exotic flower seeds which I picked. I brought all the lighter gifts with me, but the silks are still on the way. I just submitted them for delivery, so please, accept our humble gifts.
Wow, those gifts sound marvelous. Please be sure to thank the Qixing on our behalf.
Yes, how very nice of you. I'm sure the flowers will be most beautiful.
Please, enjoy.
I presume you mean Cloud Retainer and the others? Yes, by the way, I've heard that you designed all the street decorations yourself, Kuching. Yenfei really enjoys spending time at the festival. You'll find her wandering around.
Come on, Granny. I wasn't wandering around. I was
Oh, is that so? Were you also holding consultation?
As a matter of fact, I was helping them calculate the prices. It's not easy, you know. That's right. There are no holidays in my line of work. I have to be ready whenever my clients need me.
That sounds exhausting. Oh, Paimon.
Well, though there are no set holidays, I do get to decide on my own schedule. Otherwise, I would always look exhausted in front of potential clients. It'd be hard to land new cases after leaving. Besides, what's the saying? Ah, yes. A rested worker is an efficient worker.
I was there many times when I was supervising the festival construction. I was planning to go after I finished my work, but the work keeps piling up. I ended up Yes, I should take the opportunity to show. But first, we should head to Joyun Karst. If you'll excuse. Let's see. Which adeptus shall we visit first?
I wish the Wangsheng funeral parlor would give it a rest.
Oh, why don't...
Nossa. Tem que abrir o teleporte lá.
She usually stays inside her abode, so she'll be super easy to find.
All right. Cloud Retainer it is.
The festive season is fast approaching. What brings you to one's abode? Has the Ministry of Civil Affairs simply run out of work for you to do?
Well, with Lantern Rite just around the corner, I decided it was... But, where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper?
Them? Oh. Is that not the Traveler and the Yuhang too?
Happy Lantern Ride, everybody!
Greetings, Venerable Adeptus. And greetings, Ganyu.
Huh? Lady Kuching, I didn't expect to see you here.
The Yuhang of the Qixing. Here. Most fascinating. Most courteous of you to travel hither and pay your—
It's the festive season, and on behalf of the Qixing, I'd like to give you our regards.
As the governing body of Liyue, the Qixing must be busy with a myriad of— Oh, what an amusing cylindrical device.
This is a new type of firework which has been modified by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've heard that you are fond of gadgets, so I've brought one for your amusement. Cloud Retainer. Although she is not outwardly opposed to us, she is still skeptical of Liyue being ruled by humans. Maybe she thinks humans are still too young to handle it. No matter. With time, our strength will become— Good thing I came prepared. Cloud Retainer has a great interest in gadgets. Ganyu has said that Cloud Retainer is very picky about food, so I made sure not to bring any snacks to avoid upsetting her.
Goodness me. Whoever would have thought? It is intricate, with ingenious design.
Yes. Judging from Cloud Retainer's expression, it seems this gift was a—
Very good. One shall gladly accept this device. One surmises from Ganyu's words that you also wish to see Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper.
Oh, are they not home?
Those— Moon Carver has been most anxious to see how Liyue Harbor fares. But the agreement was clear. So one tried to persuade him otherwise, proposing that if he could not be placated, he could go to the city disguised as a human and take a brief look. Thereafter he left, claiming to have gone traveling. He is not— Mountain Shaper, however, is more open-minded. But he said he wished to look for something new with which— He told one that he was leaving in search of treasures, and one has not heard from him since. Wait.
Huh? What's everybody doing here?
This voice. Is it Shenhe?
Oh?
Oh? So Shenhe's here too! Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Is she the one that you mentioned before?
Hello, everyone.
Shenhe, this is Ganyu. You have most likely heard of her.
Hello. I'm Ganyu. I work at Yujing Terrace. I've heard that you returned to Liyue Harbor.
I will. Thank you. I brought some food from the city. I heard that during Lantern Rite, people in Liyue bring food to share with their friends. So here I am.
Oh no, I made a point of not bringing any food offerings.
Oh? And you even brought food for those two old fossils.
That's right.
After barely a few days in the city, you have learned so much. Thank you for these delectable edibles, Shenhe.
Huh?
Everyone, you shall all be staying in Liyue Harbor in the future. One should like to think that you will all look out—
Will do.
Yes, understood.
This place is much livelier than I'd imagined.
The Conqueror of Demons? One has not seen him.
Well, then he's probably not enjoying Karst. Let's go look—
In short, one is the only— Had Ganyu not come to visit, one would likely have
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Why the sudden solemnity? It would certainly not be the first. As a youngling, you did so love to scurry around the place while one's attention was monopolized by—
Oh?
Oh no, here she goes again. This could spell trouble.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just remembered there's something I must attend to.
Oh? Why the sudden haste? With the Yuheng present, why not settle this matter here and now?
No. It's something very important. In fact...
A matter so pressing that you must find Ningguang and...
Yes. Ningguang and I have different scopes of work, you see, and Ganyu has to report to both of us respectively.
Lady Keqing is trying to help me. Yes, that's right. I'm very sorry, everyone. I will take my leave.
Huh. Gone already. One can sympathize, however. It is no simple thing to be a secretary. But even as an adeptus, she must never neglect her own health. Ganyu is an assiduous worker, apt to foregoing food and rest once she is busy. Please make sure she eats and sleeps
I will. Ganyu has always been a great asset to us. Her health is a priority.
The Yuheng, reliable as ever. It was indeed a wise decision to...
We will certainly strive to live up to your expectations.
As for these edibles, you may leave them here. Shenhe shall bring these into one's abode, and one shall pass them on to... This firework has an intriguing design. One must conduct a thorough study of it. And one also wants to hear what...
Oh, yes. I have many interesting stories.
Let us chat while one scrutinizes this device.
Yeah! Don't you rest during the holidays?
One has long been living secluded in the mountains and no longer observes the holidays. Worry not, one shall... Rest is crucial. If one is too devoted...
Is it really that important to test it yourself?
Of course. As one sows, so do they reap. And if one spends all that time working on a machine, yet forgets to test the outcome, that would be akin to a chef. It is unwise to put the cart before the horse. Enough idle chatter, everyone. One must go.
A chef who doesn't get to try their own food? That cloud retainer sure does know a lot about gadgets and cooking.
That's the wisdom of an adeptus. She takes good care of those around her. Though she lives in seclusion, a hermit who's more social than most living in society. Traveler, Paimon, let's head to Wangshu Inn. Perhaps we'll find the conqueror of Deep.
Yeah. Aqui, ó. É esse, né? Ah, esse aqui também. Não, já faltam mais. 2, 3, 4, 5. Acho que eu vou pegar esse negócio. É aqui, ó. ruim. Não vou conseguir ir muito longe. Vou encontrar uma violeta. Uma violeta. Outra violeta. Não tô precisando. Duas violetas. Mentira que você não vai. Não quero fazer você. Deixa quieto. Olha. Ah, tá, menino. Bom, aqui embaixo eu já abri. Vamos pegar. Tira aqueles dois ali. Baú ali, ó. Vamos entrar no... Não. É. Lá mesmo. Tem até uns séries, sei lá. Esqueci o nome desse bicho, mais ou menos isso. Ali mesmo.
I'll keep this close.
Vocês não. Acho que eu peguei todos os teleportes, não é isso? Não, até daqui eu peguei. Ah, esse aqui que eu não peguei. Esse aqui tá difícil de pegar, não consigo completar aquela missão. E eu não acho o último o último fantasminha, pronto. Virou Gasparzinho, fantasminha camarada. Gasparzinho do fogo pra me esquentar.
Let's ask Virgildet where the Conqueror of Demons may be.
Huh? Hold on. Isn't that...
Dr. Baiju, here are the herbs.
Splendid. Let me pack.
Hey, you guys! What are you doing?
Dr. Baiju wanted herbs, so I came...
Traveler. Paimon. Oh, and Lady Kaching. Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs out of digestive herbs during the festival seasons. We came all this way to collect some herbs, and we've picked... I certainly didn't...
I have some business to attend to here.
Ah, it's nearly time to celebrate
I appreciate the sentiment.
Kaching and the Traveler are very busy. And everyone, keep it up.
Right. Thank you, Chi-Chi. We shouldn't tarry here any longer. Traveler, let's go find Virgildet.
Lady Kaching, what is the problem?
No, thank you. I'm just wondering if you might know where the Conqueror of...
Oh, we never inquire about Xiao's whereabouts. But if he's here, he would be up on the rooftop terrace.
Howdy. No. Please, head straight on in.
He doesn't seem to be here. Perhaps we came at the wrong time.
Maybe he's out battling somewhere again. Let's leave the gifts with the owner and ask her to...
How can I help?
Where did you come from?
Yes.
Hello. I am Kuching, Yuhung of the Liyue Chising.
The Yuhong. Yes. I saw you when we battled Osile. You are fierce with your blade.
Anyway, we're here to give you some Lantern Rite presents.
Don't waste your delicacies on me. Eradicating demons is my duty. You don't have to. Karma is harmful to the human body, even if you have a stronger constitution than most. You.
Hey, wait! Are you? Oh, come on! Lantern Rite is almost here! Don't you want to
Like I said before, I have no liking for crowds. I must remain vigilant of evil attacks, especially during the holidays. I will continue. You should also exercise caution. And if there's any good.
And he's gone! Well, Xiao hasn't changed a bit. Wonder if he'll come and watch the fireworks this year, though.
All right, we've completed our visits with all.
Oh no. What should we do? Huh? Oh, Lady...
Peng Yi? What's wrong?
Lady Kuching, let me explain. I had rearranged the fireworks layout and expanded the range to Qingzhou Village, just like you. My people finished setting up the fireworks and we left someone in charge to launch them for the show. But... the person we left in charge came back shortly after, and I immediately reported the situation to the Millelith, and had another batch of fireworks made to be transported to However, everyone's short-handed during Lantern Rite. The Millelith are already stretched thin and don't even have enough people to fill their regular patrols. They can't... We don't have many materials left, so if the second batch of fireworks gets stolen as well, we're done. Which is when I bumped into you, Lady Kuching.
According to the Ministry of Civil Affairs, the number of guards on patrol has to be doubled and rotated continuously during Lantern Rite. They must perform these extra measures in addition to their standard daily affairs. The only manpower they can muster, but those special units are intended only for backup. There are not many of them, and they cannot perform prolonged guard duty.
Maybe this would be a piece of cake for someone like Cloud Retainer or Xiao.
No, that would only make us look incompetent. I'll handle this, Peng Yi.
That's right! We can take...
Thanks, you two. Actually, I have an idea. Peng Yi, go back to Liyue Traveler. Come with me. Let's ask around to see what happened.
Bom, eu vou fazer uma pausa. Daqui a pouco eu volto. Entendeu? Acredito que daqui a meia hora, 40 minutos eu tô de volta. Falou? Fui.